Hello, what's up guys? My name is FunGuy06. I'd like to welcome you back to my channel. Also, please hit the like and subscribe button. Today, we're going to be digging into a game called Plants vs. Zombies 2. It's a very fun game, and I'm not going to say that again. Alright, so let's dive right in. So, I had a comment down below from a friend saying, do fart in the future, I guess. And so, here I am, I'm doing Far in the Future. And it's a pretty good map. It's, in my opinion, a bit too easy, though. But, you know, if people want me to see that, I'm willing to do it. So, we're going to be doing, a twin sunflower for this map, because we don't have to use as many sunflowers to get sun. Because we can't plant more than 15 plants, and so it's just one of those annoying ones. Anyways, so yeah, I make sure that I don't use anything too hard to use. As you can see, I went to try go for a coconut cannon, but I decided it's a bit too expensive, so I went for the Snapdragon with a special power up to it, and I wasn't used to the sunflower, this twin sunflower, because usually with a sunflower you should just be able to plant it right away, but that's just how it is. But I didn't have too much of a struggle starting up. I placed down a lightning reed right on, I think, yeah, I placed down I placed down a Snapdragon. Yeah, I placed down a Snapdragon right off, like, right as I had it, right there, perfect. Great thing about having pre-buff plants is that you can really start off in the beginning without too much of a struggle. And it's pretty fun to do that as well, but I personally don't like to try to use them too often, because I like to challenge myself. And as you can see, it takes out that zombie as well. It's probably going to take out that zombie in the corner. And I placed down a lightning reed behind him to help out a little bit. And I placed down another lightning reed. Now, the reason why I'm using the lightning reed is because it doesn't just do one lane. It hits multiple types of lanes, no matter how far it is. And I'm going to be using this plant food to get a bunch of sun, so I can place down a laser beam right there. Now, honestly, I don't know why I placed him there. I don't think he was really worth being placed there, because it's just, I should have placed him off of that pad, because that pad really doesn't come to use later on, because I never use plant food on him. I don't really use plant food on laser beans at all, because I think that it just doesn't work very well. And there's a lot of plants that I just don't like the plant food equipment equipped to them at all. I just use plant food when I need to. This works out pretty well, the way this is set up, and I don't use a whole lot of plants. As you can see, everything hits through that shield. None of it is like doesn't work. None of it doesn't work. And it just really works with all this, the way this strategy works. It is just really good. Yeah, this is my favorite way to do Far in the Future. Don't plant more than 15 plants. because it works. It works well. When you are limited to the amount of plants that you're supposed to use, you should definitely try using something like what I'm doing, and it works really well. And by the way, you guys are totally allowed to just copy my strategies, because, you know, really I'm just showing you these, really, to be honest. I don't care, because it's a game. It's a game. I really don't care. So use it if you want. Use it. It's entirely fine with me. Plus, it's not like it's a copyright thing. You're not going to you're not doing anything illegal. You don't even really need my permission anyways. It's just awesome. And as you can see, right here, I get the EM Peach, which is very, very useful, to be honest, in the far future. Disables all machines, as you can see, in a special area, and is just really helps with a lot of annoying machines. So, as you can see, we're working without any restrictions on plants. So I'm just going with what I feel like works. I always choose the laser beam for some reason when I'm doing far in the future. I kind of find it annoying, and I might end up losing it if that happens again. And if you guys are ever having a hard time hearing me, please let me know in the comments below, because that would be very, very useful, and I would just love to hear what more of you would say. And I know that I am really small and really new, and this is only my second video. I know that I probably am taking a bit too much of a big step, but, you know, if you don't take any steps, what's going to happen? I mean, it's just, you have to take those little steps. You got to take big steps and little steps. And anyways, as you can see, I've got a bunch of lightning reeds down. Like I said, the reason why I really like them is because they hit multiple targets, and they don't have to just hit in one lane. Now, once there is a zombie that they're hitting, they don't stop hitting it until it disappears out of their range, or they die. But it's very, very, very useful to be using lightning reeds. So if you are ever to be struggling, I highly suggest that you use lightning reeds. As you can see, I used an EM Peach very quickly because I didn't have Citron down. So I placed a Citron down, and that machine is going to be going down really quickly now because that Citron does a lot of damage. And I really don't think I'm going to be running over any stats about anything, mainly because I'm just not that kind of a YouTuber. I'm a gamer YouTuber. I don't really give out any intellect for any of the games that I'm playing. You just are basically watching me. I might give out a couple of tips and stuff, show you strategies, but that is as close as you're going to get, buddy. So, yeah. But the way I'm planning these lightning reeds is so that way it works properly, and I hit more zombies with it. And as you can see, I used a zombie fling right there. Because I was just getting irritated. And then I used EM Peach to zap the disco bot. By the way, I'm sorry if you don't hear any of the Plants vs. Zombies sound effects, but I just have those turned off so I don't get copyright or anything, because they've got music, and I just don't really want to fiddle around with that at all. So, um, yeah, as you can see, the lightning reeds work really well with the way it's set up. It's just very nice setup, in my opinion, and it just works really well. This is probably one of my favorite setups for PVZ2, which is Plants vs. Zombies 2. As you can see, I just keep placing these blowers because they really help out with getting rid of all those jetpack zombies, because they are annoying. Because even though they don't eat any of your plants, they'll go over them, and I just don't want to deal with that. So I'm just blowing them away with the blowers. And I'm already taking out these bots because I've used an EM Peach to slow them down. And as soon as, and then, actually they just started, and I placed down a blower. And you're probably wondering why I'm not placing any of the plants on the little pads that are there up at the front. That's because it's too far up. I don't have any protection, as you can see. It's all attacking. It's all offense. The way this strategy works is all on the offense. And when you're doing far in the future, the best strategy is actually offense because of the way it works. As you can see, right there, I was able to pull off what looked like a really cool plant food move with the pads, and it just really was awesome when I pulled that off. I think I almost dropped my phone from it. But here it is, and we're going to be doing one more round. It's plan your own defense. Really fun, in my opinion. What I'm going to be doing is a little weird, though, for plan your own defense. Alright, I am going to be using a loadout that some people probably wouldn't use, and that is, I'm going to be using pea shooters, well, repeaters, and I'm going to be using torchwood. Now, as you can see, when I was planting, I didn't have enough sun for all the torchwood, so I got rid of that entire row of repeaters, so that way I could place that last torchwood and then put down not regular pea shooters. I should have gotten regular pea shooters for that loadout, but as you can see, I placed down something else, not repeaters, and it works well. It worked well. It actually worked well with very little casualties, actually. But when you're playing plan your own defense, you want to use your plant food wisely. And I think I did it pretty wise, but I mean, it was good. It's just good. I'm just going to say that. That's all I'm going to say. It worked out in the end, and that's all you need to know. And, it's just taking out these bots here really wasn't too hard. It was a really fun match. And it just worked really well. I almost took out that shield bot really quickly before it could put up its shield, but its shield got in the way, so before I could take it out, it just put up the shield. So then I take it out after I take out the shield. I don't have a blower, so I'm just going to be taking out this wave of jetpackers. But it worked out. And it just was really fun to do it. And then we're taking out this last bucket head and then taking out that cone robot, which really wasn't too hard because of how this defense was set up. The Torchwoods in this game are a lot better than they were in the first one. It was really fun the way it worked out, and Torchwood really helped out in the end, because Torchwood not only does it help deal extra damage with pea shooters and stuff like that, it also takes a lot more damage. It's a shield, it's a supporter, and it does damage too. It's a short range attacker too. It's like a shotgun with a riot shield with a bunch of other stuff. And it works out pretty well the way it worked out. And I'm just taking these guys out. And this will be wrapping up the last game pretty soon. As soon as I take out this robot, which won't take long. Yeah, see? And then that cone head just gets taken out. Just gets destroyed. Wrecked. And that wins the match. And so once again, I'm going to be asking you to hit that to subscribe and hit that like button and hit that notification button for daily updates. My name is Fungi06 and I am signing out.